President Tinubu did not close Asorock Chapel, but he is yet to appoint a chaplain, First Lady Oluremi. Oluremi, in a statement on Monday, said President Tinubu reserved the right to appoint a chaplain while debunking claims on social media platforms that the Aso Villa Chapel had been closed down. The office of the First Lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu has stated that President Bola Tinubu is yet to appoint a chaplain for the Aso Villa Chapel after the exit of the last chaplain. Our attention has been drawn to a story on social media about the purported closure of Asorock Chapel by the First Lady. We wish to state categorically that this is a fabrication and a false presentation of the true situation. The First Lady at no time gave such directive that the chapel be shut, nor asked for the keys to be handed to her. Interesting. I think just reading this made me realize, oh my days, we actually have a First Lady. Very interesting. Very interesting. And, it'll be interesting to see what the news or the what the impression of her, as First Lady, being that her husband is literally Tinubu, and, we understand the politics and, the interaction in that area. So I actually find it very interesting. Presently, there are weekly fellowships going on at the chapel, including midweek fellowship on Tuesdays. However, Mr. President is yet to appoint a chaplain for the chapel after the exit of the last chaplain. Former Delta Governor Ifeanyi Okowa had lamented during the campaigns that it was not the will of God that the chapel in Asorock would be closed for 4 years as a result of the Muslim ticket of the All Progressives Congress. That is very interesting. Another take, because if it's the Muslim ticket, it can't be closed because there are people who would work in the villa that I don't think they're planning to employ all Muslims, because that's going to be a bit strange. But yes, actually, if that in itself makes sense, especially as the rumors are coming out saying that the First Lady has, blocked or closed the chapel or ordered that the keys be handed to her. I think that's a bit crazy. But yes, if there are intentions to close the chapel for the next 4 years, to be honest, I understand that it's a very tense and a very important conversation, given the context of the ethno-religious tensions that exist at the moment. But really, of all things we're going to talk about is about a chapel closing. At the end of the day, obviously, for the fact that they're not going to employ all Muslims in the villa, come on. And of all the appointments, I'm not even trying to be rude or disrespectful, but why this news, of course, would trend is because of the existing ethno-religious tensions going on within the political parties, and of course, we know how that's been affecting everyone. But it's a bit come on, of all the conversations and of all the appointments, literally, I think it's the first time I'm going to be okay, fine, leave Tinubu alone, because of all the appointments he's meant to focus on, I don't think, the chaplain is first on his list or priority. Not that it shouldn't be or it's not worth that, but I just think that Tinubu will most likely have other priorities, especially when it comes to appointing someone for the chapel. And also, it can't be closed for the next 4 years. Why? Because they're not going to employ Muslims only. That's going to be very strange, to be very honest. They can't just appoint Muslims because, what's the use? Because the only way they can close it is with the fact that there's no Christians and there's no one that would need to go to the chapel. But yes, I think it's a very useless conversation to have, honestly, because there are so many important things we can be talking about as going on in the political space, and it's about the appointment of a chapel. And why this is so, triggering is because this would then be linked to the Muslim ticket and the already existing religious religious back and forth in politics. I don't think it's worth it. I think this is how they distract us from the things we should actually be talking about, because really, no, really, of all things, of all pressing issues, all right, it's that. So and also it's just the essence and the practice of religion. I get it. Like, we're so religious, it doesn't even show in our society. It doesn't even show in the kind of people that we are, because, for the way we carry the religion on our head, you would really think we are some, different breed of human beings generally, because it's like, wait, you would not even expect it. So it's like, you see what's happening in the country and you're like, we take religion so seriously, and you have people in their respective offices, just everything religion. Like, my guy, like, you're there to serve. You are in a democracy. Like, I don't understand. The Constitution does not say, religion. Like, even our current vice president, he makes comments and he's saying, I will show that I am a devout Muslim. No one should forget that I'm a devout Muslim. Like, how is that anybody's business? Like, you're the vice president. No one should give a toss if you're a devout Muslim or Christian. That's not why you've been employed or why you're in your position, right? To tell us how much of a devout Muslim that you are. Come on now. But I just think it's such a useless, distracting conversation. Of all the things we can actually talk about is the fact that they have not appointed a chaplain. Oh, does this mean that listen, these people have won, they've used the religion tactic and the ethnicity card. They played those cards very well to their game, and it's brought them to where they are. So expecting them to, expecting a normalcy, or like, oh, okay, they've won now, everything goes back to normal. What? The way they got there is how they'll be sustained. What do you think in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.